So tonight we're going to go over optimizing videos. And so last night we went over optimizing blog posts, and it's pretty much the same type of concept, except it's a little bit different because on YouTube you can't bold anything or do H1 tags and all of that. So it's a little more simple. I'm also going to show you a really nifty little trick that I know about that hardly anybody does, hardly anybody knows how to do, that'll help you rank your posts as well. Um, so before I start, I just wanted to show you this. Remember last night we were talking about the paid ads on the pay-per-view ads on YouTube. Remember? So here, if you put in the keyword Empower Network, this is what comes up. These two videos at the top, see how they're in a different color? Like they have like a peach background or whatever that color is. These people are paying to be in this top spot. Okay, so these are and I think these people pay like a set fee. This one also is paying to be at the bottom spot. See her? She's here again. And see, it says see your ad here. So if you click on that, you can advertise. You can feature your video. Now the other thing that you can do, these are also ads, and these are the pay-per-view. I don't think these are pay-per-view. I'm not sure. You would have to click here to find out exactly what these are. I don't know if these are pay-per-view or if they're just paying a set fee for this spot. So I'm not sure if these are the same deal as these, but these I know are pay-per-view, and these basically, like, look what this one got, over 1 million views. So basically they're paying each time someone clicks on this one has been here forever, and so obviously this is working, and I recommend watching it because it's pretty simple. Either of you could do this. It's pretty simple. She's basically, want more leads. It's exactly what we're doing here, and she's gotten 73,000 views, which is a lot more than last time I looked at it. So anyway, so this is a way, every time somebody watches this video, she pays whatever she's agreed to pay, whatever, it's 85 cents or, whatever. It just depends on the keywords, how expensive each click is going to be. So that's how that works. But that's one way. If you have a video that you think is awesome, that you think will generate a lot of leads if you could get traffic to it, this is one way that you can do that. Make sense? Well, here you could click see your ad here, and I don't know, let me see where that takes us. Yeah, it's AdWords for video. So that's, yes, because Google and YouTube are together, they're one company now. So it's basically AdWords for video, and you'd be basically, and so you click get started. And that's kind of cool. That's a guitar made out of Legos. I like that. So yeah, that's one way to do it. And I think if you go into your settings in YouTube, yeah, you put in keywords just like you would, for a Facebook ad. So yeah, I would just you can click click here and go through the steps, or once again, Google it, or even just type it in on YouTube. I bet if you type in the YouTube search engine, if you type in how to advertise, how to place ads on YouTube or whatever, you'll find 1 million people teaching you how to do it. So that's one way, or you can just click here and go through the steps and try to figure it out on your own. But I usually, before I do anything, I go and I type my question into YouTube and Google and just see what people have to say about, different, because people do different things. Like she might be doing something different than him. She might have, so if people are teaching what they're doing, then I would just get a couple different takes on it and kind of get an idea about the best way to do it. But it's pretty simple. I've done it, and it takes no time at all, just like Facebook ads. And then, and you can pause your ads just like you can in Facebook, so that, if you can set a daily budget and all of that. So like if you only want to spend $5 a day, then once you reach that limit, it'll stop showing your ads, so you won't go over that daily budget. The next thing I want to show you is how to optimize your videos. So once you upload your video, you know, you've got your description in there with your links and stuff. Let me see, find a decent video to, right, I'll just use this one just for the hell of it.
Hi guys, Amy Star Allen.
Okay. So, okay. So just like in your blog post, the first thing you want to do, I'm going to go to edit so that we're in edit mode here. Okay, so here we are. And we're in the edit mode of video. So basically for your title, just like we did on the blog last night, you want to make sure that your keywords are in your title. Let's say comfort zone is my keywords. So that's in my title. Then I've got my links. And again, like I was saying the other night, like if you want to say, you know, get out of your comfort zone and join our team here or whatever, that would give you, you know, if you want, you know, where you put your text after your links, if there's a way that it makes sense for you to add your keyword in there, you can do that. And then I do this because this is what I was taught in a video course that I took, to take your title and put it in quotes after you put your links excuse me, at the top. The first line of the actual description, you want to have in quotes your title again. And for whatever reason, that helps, and it'll have your keywords in it. And then you write your description, and it doesn't have to be long. There's different theories about how long it should be, but basically, just I usually write a paragraph, or like the equivalent of like a normal sized paragraph, but I usually break it up a lot. And so like, you know, here I've got comfort zone in this line, and you just want to sprinkle your keywords throughout, just like you do. Here it is again, my keywords. So just like you do in a blog post, you want to make sure that you have your keywords in there. Not too long. People aren't going to read. You know, you don't want this to be as long as your blog. Sometimes what I do is I usually upload my videos before I write my blog post. Like I upload my video and then I write the blog post about it. So usually I've already written a description for my video by the time I write my blog post. So what I do is I copy and paste the description right out of YouTube and paste it on my blog, and then write the rest of the blog post from there. But it's a start, you know, it's like the first couple lines of your blog post basically. And then I always have a link at the end, like I showed you the other night, because some people will read down with their mouse, and you want to make sure that if that's what they do, that there's a place for them to click at the bottom. So I usually have my 3 links at the top, and then I always have 1 link at the bottom. And it's usually my join link, but sometimes it's a link back to my blog or something else. So it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of, again, sprinkling your keywords throughout your post. Again, you always want to have a call to action at the end of your video. And whatever you're telling them to do, you know, whatever link you're telling them to click on, you want to make sure that you have a clickable link there at the top of your description. And now this one other little trick that I'm going to show you is really awesome. Hardly anybody knows about it, so it'll be cool. So what you can do, one thing that you can do, it's called timestamps, and it's a way to get the more keywords into your description to help you rank without using keyword stuffing. Keyword stuffing is when you just put a bunch of, you just stuff a bunch of keywords into your description or into your blog post that it's like obnoxious, like it's too many, and the search engines see that and it's considered keyword stuffing, and your post won't rank at all if you do that. But this little trick allows you to put more keywords in to help you rank better. And so these like your goal here is for your videos to rank on Google and on YouTube. And so what happens is, like if someone puts in a search up here for your keyword in YouTube, you want your video to show up there at the top. You also want it to show up when they go to Google. So if you can rank your video and you can rank your blog post, when someone goes to Google and types in your keyword, you'll have 2 spots on the front page because you'll have your blog will be there and your video will be there. So that's the goal. Tomorrow I'm going to show you this trick real quick, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you how to syndicate this using OnlyWire and stuff like that, which will help a lot to get it to rank, but that's tomorrow. So for now, just as far as optimization, I'm just going to show you this one last trick, and it's called timestamps. And so one thing that you can do is, still have this in here with the quotes, and then you can do your timestamp here, or you can do it down a little bit further. Like, say you just want to do it right after the title here, you can say, in this video, I will show you something like that. And then what you do is you go through your video up here and you play it, and when it says something like,
Hi guys, Amy Star Allen here, and woo, I'm having a crazy week right now. I just keep pushing myself, pushing the envelope, going way out of my comfort zone.
okay, so say I just said something profound at that moment, which I didn't. Basically what you're doing is you're going to break down your video. So say you're talking about 5 tips to take better pictures, okay? I'm just going to use that as an example since you might do a video like that, Thea. So basically what you would do is each time you're about to start one of your tips, you would pause the video and look at where the time is. And then you come down here and you type in the time exactly like it looks there. You put the 0:12 and a space, and then you write, like I'll write, how I've been getting out of my comfort zone this week. So I just added the keyword again. And like for you, like if you were doing the photography thing, you would say like, say your keyword is photography tips. So you pause it and you're doing 5 photography tips. So you pause it, you put down the time, you write photography tip number 1. And you do that each time. So you're saying, photography tips number 1 or whatever. And then you do number 2 and number 3 and number 4. So you're putting the keywords in there, but it's not obnoxious. It makes sense. And you can do the same thing like I'm doing here, where you're not just listing the same thing over and over with tip number 1, tip number 2, but I'm putting that in there. So
pretty much everywhere I find the opportunity to do that, I'm doing it right now. I've done a lot of personal development in my life, and I've been coached in, with a microphone in my hand in front of hundreds of people, or played my guitar on stage in front of hundreds of people, or spoken on stage in front of 1,000 people. When people were drilling me with intimate questions, that was way out of my comfort zone for me.
Okay, so now I'm going to go 0.59. Getting drilled with intimate questions puts me way out of my comfort zone. So you see I'm using the keyword again. And what happens is, let me show you this. And you can go through the whole video and do this. So basically, if I did this every like 30 seconds or something, and I'm kind of showing people so they can kind of get an idea what's in the video, which is interesting. It lets me add the keyword a whole bunch of times. So by the time I'm done, I've got like a list here with like 6 different parts of the video where I'm kind of letting them know what they're going to find. Now watch what happens if I save changes. And I come back to view video on video page.
Hi guys, Amy Star Allen here.
Okay, so when I come down to my description, see, YouTube automatically makes those timestamps clickable. So if someone if someone clicks on it, it takes them to that part of the
I know
video.
for some of you that might not be a big stretch, but
So
for me personally it really was. And my heart was beating really fast.
I clicked on that 0.59 and it took me to the 0.59 automatically. Isn't that cool? Yeah, well, there's a couple points. Like one is, so in this video I will show you, so it gives them an idea what's in the video. So if it's, it's a really good video and they might not watch it otherwise, if they see that I was getting drilled with intimate questions, they might be like, what is this about? I want to watch this. But the other thing is these links are clickable. So if they just want to cut to the chase and just go right to the part where I talk about getting drilled with intimate questions, they can click on that and it takes them right here. It doesn't start at the beginning. It takes them right to that place in the video, and it makes you look like a rock star because nobody else knows how to do this. And it allows you to put your keyword in. Like what I would recommend if you're doing timestamps is for each one, make sure your keyword is in that line. Like if my keyword is comfort zone, this one says how I've been getting out of my comfort zone this week. Getting drilled with intimate questions puts me way out of my comfort zone. So I'm able to put the keyword in the description more without it sounding obnoxious, and it'll help your post rank for your keywords. Well, because if somebody clicks through, like if somebody Googles your keyword and your video comes up and your blog post comes up, they're going to click on one or the other and they're going to go there. And then if you've got your links at the top of your description, if you have like this subdomain youtube.pureprofitsnow.com, when someone clicks on that, it takes them to one of my capture pages. And at the end of the capture page link that it takes them to, it has that ampersand and it says YouTube. So I know that that lead came from YouTube. And so, yeah, so if you're ranking your video and you're ranking your blog post, then if someone clicks on your blog post, same thing. You've tracked all your, you've added that code to all of your links on your blog. So wherever they end up, as long as you've got that code added to your links, then you'll know where the lead came from. And sometimes I've ranked where I've had 3 spots on Google, like my video, my blog, and my Empower Network blog, all on the first page. Which is awesome. And sometimes I have more than one video on the front page for certain keywords, because some of my videos I've done the same keywords. So and that's awesome because when your videos show up on Google, um, your face is there, and it's just really good exposure. It's right there on Google. Um, let's see. I don't know if my stuff is still ranking, but Empower Network Affiliate Contest. I think this was one of the ones that, look, I got the top 2 spots, 2 different videos, right? And then I think I have more. Here's another. Here's my Empower Network blog. Here's my videos again down here. So I've taken over the front page of Google for Empower Network Affiliate Contest. And it's different. Like this one, I was doing Empower Network relaunch, but I added affiliate contest in there, and I also was ranking for relaunch. But anyway, that's a little bit advanced. But I decided since I was already doing content on affiliate contest, I'd rank for affiliate contest again. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool when you can, get multiple spots. I'm not sure why. Let's see. These are both YouTube, and then down here. Oh, you know what these are? This is my amystarallen.com site, and so is this. So it's basically the same. This video, these are both coming from YouTube, and these 2 are linking to my blog, but they're showing my video as the image. So it's pretty cool because my face is all over the front page for this. One of the courses I took. So yeah.
Like a space in between each link. Is that on purpose as well? Instead of grouping them all together?
Yeah, I just like lots of white space because it's more pleasing to the eye and it makes it easier for people to click because everything's spaced out a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's easier to make sure they're clicking on the right thing.
Yeah.
I always do, like if I'm going to do like a kind of like I did one for a while. I was doing like MLM tips, and then I would do a different tip each day, but I was trying to rank for MLM tips each time. So I would do MLM tips, space, and then this line, which is on your keyboard, like above the enter key. You click shift and hit that key with the straight line going up and down. Do you see what I'm saying? And then so you could do like empower network journey, whatever, that part of it with a line, and then you could talk about what I learned about Hootsuite, and that way it breaks it up, but you could still potentially rank for both, and it wouldn't look like duplicate content.